Hello everyone and welcome to our bilingual story time today with the Putnam County District Library. Hola a todos y bienvenidos a nuestra hora de cuentos bilingüe con la Putnam County District Library. Today we are going to be learning about blackberries. Can you see my blackberries? Do you like blackberries? I like blackberries a lot. Son las moras in Spanish. Se dice, we call them las moras in Spanish. Can you guys say las moras? Las moras, or sometimes las zarzamoras, which is a long word. But you guys can just say las moras, okay? Blackberries, las moras. ¿Les gustan las moras? Do you like blackberries? ¿Les gustan las moras? Sí, me gustan mucho. I like them a lot. So to get started, we're going to sing a song. Okay, vamos a cantar una canción para comenzar. It goes like this. Blackberries, blackberries on the hill. How many pails can you fill? Briars are thick and briars scratch, but we'll pick all the blackberries in the blackberry patch. Can we sing it together? It's pretty easy. La cantamos juntos. Aquí vamos. Here we go. Blackberries, blackberries on the hill. How many pails can you fill? Briars are thick and briars scratch, but we'll pick all the blackberries in the blackberry patch. What's a briar? Briars are thick and briars scratch. You see them in here? You can kind of see them here. It's the pokey parts, right? The briars are like the, excuse me, the little needles that are pokey. That's briars. So blackberries are sometimes called a briar patch because on the end of all the briars, you get the blackberries, but you got to make it through the briars first. So sometimes they have thornless blackberries. Those are really nice. But sometimes the old-fashioned ones are just full of little pokey briars. Okay, in Spanish, the song goes like this. En español, la canción va así. En la colina están las moras, llenamos baldes pasando horas. Las zarzas son gruesas y espinosas, pero cosechamos todas las sabrosas. Okay, en la colina están las moras. On the hill are the blackberries. Llenamos baldes, we fill pails or buckets. Pasando horas, passing hours. Okay, we're up there a long time. Las zarzas, remember zarzamoras, so las zarzas son gruesas y espinosas. So the briars are thick and they are spiny or scratchy, spiny, espinosas. Pero cosechamos todas las sabrosas. We harvest all the tasty ones. Okay, let's sing it in Spanish one more time together. En la colina están las moras, llenamos baldes pasando horas. Las zarzas son gruesas y espinosas, pero cosechamos todas las sabrosas. Okay, las sabrosas, the tasty ones, right? The good ones. Okay, it's time for our story. Es el momento del cuento. This is a story that the Iroquois people tell their children. Este es un cuento desde los Iroquois, la gente de los Iroquois. So it goes like this. Ready? ¿Estamos listos? Here we go. Far away in the north sky lives el viejo invierno. Who do you think el viejo invierno is? Old man winter. El invierno means winter, and el viejo invierno means the old man winter. So every year, el viejo invierno leaves his wigwam in the sky and comes to earth. At the foot of a montaña, he builds a lodge of ice and snow. At the foot of a mountain, una montaña, he builds a lodge of ice and snow, which no human being, animal, or bird can ever enter. He lives there for a time. Pasa un rato allí. He stalks over las montañas and los valles. So we already know las montañas means the mountains. Los valles, what do you think those mean? What's that sound like? Los valles, the valleys. So he stalks over las montañas y los valles, and the land becomes white with his breath. Right? He's blowing his cold winter wind, and the land becomes white. What makes it white? Frost and snow, right? The rivers are stilled, and all the voices of the wood are hushed as he passes. A deep sleep falls upon every living thing. No sound is heard in the forest, but the rapping on the trees. El viejo invierno carries a great hammer, and he strikes the trees. We gotta go this way. Let's switch hands. He strikes the trees a blow as he passes. The colder it grows, the louder and more frequently he raps. The trees snap, and las cabañas of the Indians, las cabañas, or like the huts, the cabins of the Indians, crack with his blows. One day, as El Viejo Invierno was stalking through the forest, he came upon la cabaña of a hunter. So here's the hunter, and we're going to learn who this is. So here's our hunter man, okay? For days, la nieve, the snow, had been falling. No track of deer or rabbit was to be seen, and the hunter and his little boy sat in there within their cabaña. So they sat inside here, and they were weak from hunger. They were so hungry. They were also very cold, for the fire in la cabaña burned low. So their fire is almost out inside their cabaña. It is getting colder. El viejo invierno laughed, ha ha ha, and shook his hammer in glee as he drew near. Uno, dos, tres, he rapped. 1, 2, 3 times he rapped on the door. The little boy heard him. This little boy right here heard him, and so rapped 3 times back. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. In reply, just as El Viejo Invierno had done. This the hunter spoke. He told the boy that he must never mock or make fun of a nature spirit, lest some harm should come to him. Now, when El Viejo Invierno heard the mocking raps of the little boy within la cabaña, he was very angry. He struck it several sharp blows. Crack! This is crack, crack, crack. Almost knocking it down. And then he continued on. So he has made their house even more weak. It is less strong now because he cracked on it with his hammer. The weak little fire inside la cabaña burned lower and lower until it died completely. The hunter and his little son sat by the ashes, numb with cold, when all of a sudden a new warmth filled la cabaña. The south wind gently opened the door, and un joven, a young man with a face like the sun, entered. He saw the dying hunter and his boy, and he warmed them back to life and helped them rekindle their fire. Then he told them to take a few dried moras that they had in La Cabana and boil them in water. He said they must eat a portion, a little bit of las moras to stay alive, and then they must throw the rest at el viejo invierno when he returned. This would frighten him away, for he was terribly afraid of las moras. Why do you think he was afraid of las moras? Maybe because of the espinas, the spines, the prickly points? I don't know, maybe. Let's find out. Vamos a ver. Las moras mean sunshine and summer heat. El viejo invierno cannot stay where there is moras and sunshine and summer heat. He never ever visits the earth at the time of las moras. When do las moras grow? When do we have blackberries? Do you remember? We just had blackberry season like a month ago. So July, we get las moras. It's so hot in July. So the hunter and his little boy said they would do as they had been told. So the joven, the young man with the sunshine face, left the cabana with the south wind. Not many days later, el viejo invierno returned and again came knocking at their cabana. This time, the hunter and his little boy were ready. They threw, we gotta do this. They threw, it's gotta be in the right place. So they threw las moras at el viejo invierno as they had been told, and he ran in fear to his ice lodge. The south wind and the joven with a face like the sun were near. They followed close upon the track of el viejo invierno. When he was again inside his ice lodge, the south wind rapped gently at the door. "Be gone," said el viejo invierno. El viejo invierno was very angry. He ordered the joven with the sunshine in his face and warmth in his breath to leave. "I am great and powerful," said el viejo invierno. "When I touch the sky, the snow falls. When I speak, the hunters hide in their cabañas, and animals crawl into their holes, and birds fly in fear. When my hand touches the earth, it grows cold and hard, and all life dies. Be gone, or I will make an iceman or a snowman of you." But the joven did not leave. He said, "It is time for you to depart. You are old and tired and worn. You have had your day. The days that are to come belong to the south wind and to me with the sunshine in my face. I too am powerful and I am young. I do not fear you. When I touch the earth, it grows soft and warm. Every living thing stirs in its sleep, birds and flowers, bees and trees, animals and men. When I speak, the sleeping sun awakes. See, already he begins to send down his rays of warm light. Hurry that they may not find you on the trail to the north sky." El viejo invierno trembled with fear. His legs and arms grew weak. Icicles fell from his beard. Great melting tears rolled down his cheeks. "I am the spring," announced the joven with the sunshine in his face. "All the earth is glad when I come to drive you back to your lodge in the north sky, for I bring sunshine and love and joy." But el viejo invierno did not hear. He was far gone, already on the north sky trail, and the spring and the south wind were masters of the earth. Okay, did you like our story about las moras and their friend, the south wind and the sun, right? We found out that friend was spring. That's pretty cool. And he chased El viejo invierno away for another year. Okay, we have one more rhyme. Una rima más tenemos. This is a rhyme in Spanish. It goes like this. Tenemos la rima en español. Un refresco de zarzamora es bueno cuando el sol acalora. Okay, listen to it again. Tell me if you think it rhymes. ¿Tiene rima o no? Un refresco de zarzamora es bueno cuando el sol acalora. Do you hear zarzamora and acalora? They rhyme. So we have rhyme in Spanish too, just like in English. So what does that mean? Un refresco de zarzamora. Un refresco is like a pop or a soda that you drink. Okay, so a blackberry pop makes your hot temperature drop. Do you hear how it rhymes in English too? A blackberry pop that you drink makes your hot temperature drop. So pop and drop rhyme. So in Spanish, un refresco de zarzamora es bueno cuando el sol acalora. I had to change the rhyme a little bit to make it rhyme in English. It technically means a pop of blackberry is good when the sun is hot or when the sun makes us hot. So I had to change a little bit, but it works the same. A blackberry pop makes your hot temperature drop. Un refresco de zarzamora es bueno cuando el sol acalora. Okay, that is all I have for today. Eso es todo para hoy. Gracias por mirar, amigos. Adios. Goodbye, my friends.